Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to create an website with just HTML and CSS. So without wasting the time, let's get started. So first of all, I will give the demo of this website. First of all, this website have a header section which contain two buttons and a heading and a paragraph about a clipboard. This website is basically about a clipboard. And now this is the second section of the website. Now as we move on, the third section is this image section, which is illustration. And furthermore, as we move down, we have another sections, which is a footer section and the logo of the different companies. So basically this is the demo of the website. And now without wasting the time, we should go to our Visual Studio Code. You can use any of editor that you want. So first of all, I will create a boilerplate of our HTML file, and then I will change the title to clipboard, which is the website we are going to create. Now I will import my CSS file, which is style.css. So these files, all of these images, you will get in the description of this video. I will upload this code and the images and the design of this video, which will also be present in this file. I will upload it on GitHub and give it the link in the description of this video. So now let's start building. As you see here, we have three parts basically: heading, paragraph and two buttons, and the logo is there. So we have to create a container which will contain all of these four items. So let's create a container which will call hero container, and in this container we will have our image section, not image section, which it's a logo. So we'll go to our images, select logo. So our logo will be here, I think, hope so. Yes, it's here. And then we create our heading. I will copy the text for our heading, which will be here, I hope so. So here is our heading. I will copy this and paste in our heading. And now the second part will be a pre-tag, which will be a paragraph. Now we want a line break in our paragraph. So for this we will use a p tag. In a p tag we will use a br tag. Now as you see the demo of the website, we have two buttons under the paragraph section. So we also want two buttons. These buttons will be wrapped around a container which will called button container, and we will have two buttons here. First button will say download for iOS, download for iOS, and the second button will be, it will say download for Mac. So we will open it with our live server. Now open it with the live server. So as you see, there is a default margin around our container. So we have to go to our style file. These are all default colors which you will get when you will download these files. So we will set the margin to 0, padding will also be 0, and the box sizing will be a border box. Now I will target the body of our website, and I will set the font family to this one. Fonts, the default font size will be 18 pixel. I think it will change something. As you see, the style of the fonts have been changed. Now I will target this container which is called hero container. Let's target this container, and we will use flexbox instead of position for our layouts. So I will use display flex, not block. Display flex, justify content center, align items will be a center. Let's see how it changes our font. So as you see, it has aligned in the horizontal direction, but we will want the alignment in the column direction. So I will set the flex direction to column. So it's looking nice right now. We should give a height to our container. Height will be, I think, let's use 60. Viewport height will be enough. So as you see in the demo, there is a background image here. So we will use a background image. Background image will be url dot slash images bg header desktop. Save it, and now you will see here is the image. And now we have to give properties which are background, position, center, background, not background position, background repeat, no repeat, background size will be a cover. Now save this and go to our file. As you see, it has these values has fixed our background image. Now we want a space between our heading, paragraph, and these buttons. So I think we will use justify content will be, I think, let's try space between. Hopes it will work. Yeah, it has worked, but let's try space evenly. Space evenly is looking good. Now we have to give a style to our heading, paragraph, and the buttons. So first of all, I will target the heading dot hero container. We will target the h1 tag in a hero container and give it a color of this. Let's try this color. No, this is a different color. So we want this grayish blue color. Where is the grayish blue? I think this is the color. Grayish blue. We'll copy this color and use this color instead. And now we have to target our paragraph and give it a color of dark grayish blue. So you can also give class names to these headings and paragraphs, but I will use a simple technique and target it in a different way. So let's see how it's looking. I think we have to alternate these colors. We use this color for our paragraph and this color for our heading. So remove the color from here. Now you will see this style has looking good right now as compared with our demo. Now we have to style the buttons. So we will give a class name. This will be a iOS BTN and this one will be Mac-BTN. So let's go to our style file and target these buttons. In a hero container we have iOS button, we'll give it a padding of, I think we should give it a padding of around, let's try 18 pixel from top, 8 pixel from top and bottom and 16 pixel from left and right. Let's try how to look. It's looking nice. We'll use a background color of this strong cyan. I will copy this color and give it a color of this one. Color will be white, border will be none, border radius will be 22 pixel, and then outline width will be 0. Now let's see how to look. It's looking nice, but we want to give a little bit of more padding. Let's try 10 pixel and 20 pixel. So let's try how it looks. Now this is looking good. Now we will give it a margin right, dot, not dot, margin right will be, let's give it a 10 pixel. That's looking good. So now target our Mac button, dot Mac dash btn. So these properties will be I think same. We have to change a little bit of it. For example, we want a blue color as a background color for our button, which will be this one, light blue color, and use this color here. It's fine. I think we have to give here margin left. So let's see. Now these buttons are looking great. I think we are done with the first section. So we have to give a cursor pointer to both of these buttons. Now you will see when you hover on the buttons, the mouse changes it into a cursor. So I hope you will understand the first section of this video. Now let's create the second section. So second section is a simple one, which is a heading and a paragraph. Now I will create a second section. First we have a hero container, and it is ending here. So now target use a section which is a, we'll name it into a snippets section. Let's say it is snippets section dot snippets, and in this we have a heading and a paragraph. So I will copy the heading for this, Control C, and the paragraph will be this one. So if we want line breaks, we have to use a br tag. In the first line I will use br tag after cloud. In the second part I will use a br tag after your. Now I will save it, and as you will see, it's not looking good. This style is looking a little bit of ugly. So we have to target the snippets, and again we will use a flexbox dot snippets. We will use display flex. As you will see, it's move in the wrong direction, which is the vertical direction. We want it in a column direction, flex direction column. Align items center, justify content will be space evenly. Let's see it will work. It's working, but we want more space below the heading and the upper part of the heading. So first of all we will give it a margin top of around 70 pixel, and margin bottom will also be a 70 pixels. So because we want a space from the upper part of this container and the lower part, justify content. So let's see, it's working now, it's looking good. We just have to give it a paragraph. We have to target our paragraph, and the snippets, let's target h1 tag and dot snippets p tag. So the color will be same as we used for our heading. The color will be this one for the heading, and where is paragraph? This is a color for our paragraph. So let's see, as you see these has changed their design. So we have to give a margin top to our paragraph because we want a space here between heading and paragraph. So let's see, margin bottom, let's target only margin bottom. I think 15 pixel will be enough. Let's see, now it's looking great. 15 pixel is looking good. Now let's see the demo, what we want in the next section. In the next section we want an image and these features of our website, which are quick search, iCloud sync and complete history. So for this we have to create another container. So move to the third part of our website, which is a section features. This is a features section, and this section will contain two things. First of all, image will be our images. Let's see what's which image we will use. I think we are using a computer image. Let's see. It's same. Yeah, it's the same image. So as you see in the demo, we have three things or three features. So we will wrap it in a container which will called a feature container. So wrap it in a container which will called a feature dash container. This container will contain three divs which are called feature item dot feature dot feature item. So copy it and paste it two more times. Now these feature item will contain a heading and a paragraph, which will be a heading will be this one, quick search, and paragraph will be this one. So I will copy the heading part, which will be quick search. This will be heading for first feature item, and the text will be this one. Quick search. Let's see, it's the same one. As you will see, after content we want a line break. So where is content? Here we use br tag for a line break and save this one, and the same we'll use h1 tag which will be heading and paragraph tag. So the second head feature of our website will be iCloud sync, and the p tag which explains this feature is this one. Instantly saves and syncs snippets across all our devices. So paste this one. Let's see if we want a line break here. So we want a line break after all. So go to this part of the text and use a br tag. Now save this one, and it is similar. Go to our h1 container, not container h1 tag, and the third feature will be complete history. We'll save it. We will copy it and paste not here in our h1 tag. What's happening? We have to copy it again, and then go to our h1 tag, this one. Retrieve any snippets from the first moment you started using the app. So paste it here, and let's see where we want a line break. We want a line break after moment. So let's go here and use the br tag. Save this one. So this part of the build is literally half of at the half stage of completion. We want to use a flexbox align this in a horizontal direction. So let's move to our css file and target dot feature. I think it's called feature container, maybe. Yes, it is called feature container. We will copy the class name and paste it here. Let's target the feature container and use a flexbox display flex. So you will see this a single line of code will change the alignment of our container. Oops. I think we have chosen a wrong container. We want to target this features container. So copy this one, and instead of feature container I will choose features. Remove one. Now save it. So now you will see this single line of container have changed the complete alignment. So we'll use justify content will be a space evenly, and align items will be a center. Let's see how it will look. It's looking nice, but we want this computer illustration. As you will see, it will should touch the left part of the screen. So we have to use, I think let's try space between. It will look nice. So as you see, it's looking nice, but we shouldn't want this text portion in the right corner. We'll use, I think we should target the text container in the features section, which will be a, I think this one, feature container. Let's target this one. We have to remove this greater than sign and use a dot. We will use a margin right of, I think 15 pixel. Let's try 15 pixel. Maybe let's try 20 pixel. I think it will look good. Now it's looking good. So now we want the space between our items. So now target the feature item. As you see, have we have used a different technique, which is a unique technique, as I have given the same class name to our three containers, because as I will change the style of one container, one feature item, the other one will automatically change. So we don't have to write a bunch of code for these changes. So let's target the feature item. Display flex direction will be column. Justify content space between. Align items flex start. Let's see how it will look. So it's not changing much. So instead of using flexbox, let's use margin. Margin top and bottom will be a 10 pixel, and left and right will be a 0. Let's see. So let's use 15 pixel. 15 pixel is looking good. Now we have to target the headings. Feature item, in a feature item we have heading of h1 tag, and we have description with a p tag. Now use the same heading color. Now I will use the same color and same margin. And now for paragraph we'll use this color. Now save this one, and you should see a beautiful change. As you see, it has completely changed its alignment. So it's looking good. We have to move to our next section, which will be a this one. This is a simple section which contains a heading and a paragraph. So let's go to our HTML file. Under this section we'll create a new section. We'll give it a class name of, I think there is some mistake. As you see, there is a lot of margin here, so we should give more margin to our container. So where is the features? Here is the feature container. Margin right will be, let's try 50 pixel. This is, it's looking good. I think it's okay. So let's move to the next part of the build. So we want a simple heading and a paragraph. Access clipboard. So as you see, we have used the same style in the upper part of the build, so we should use the same style in this part, in the third section. So let's move to this one. Here you will see we have used this section, so copy this section and paste it here. We just have to change the text color, which will be this one. Access I can't pronounce this one. Access clipboard anywhere. We copy this one and change the heading. Now copy the paragraph, which will be this one, and paste it in place of a paragraph. So let's see where we want line break. We want a line break after clipboard. So after clipboard we'll use a bigger tag and save it. So as you will see, this has automatically come in the center, but we want text align center because we want this text to be centered. So the text align in snippets, let's see, the text align will be a center. Go to snippets in this CSS file. Let's go to the snippets and we will use, I think for a paragraph we'll use text align center. Let's see how to look. Now it's looking beautiful right now. As you see, this style for our second part of the section and the third part. And now I will target the fourth part of the section is simple one, which is illustration, a beautiful eye-catching design. Now give this section a class name of image section, img dash section. Give it an image of, I think this image will be devices. Let's see, it will be same or different. Same. We just have to target this section. So under the feature item I will target img dash, it's called image section. So I will target it and just I will use text align center. Now you will see a mind-blowing change. Here you will see a beautiful, it's looking awesome. This website has an eye-catching design. As you see, there is a beautiful illustrations, this computer illustration and this image illustration. So now I will move to, I think this is a fourth section. Yeah, one, two, three, four, five. Now we should move to the fifth section. As you will see, this section has the same heading and a paragraph as we have used in a snippet section. So we will use the same technique and copy this section and paste it under an image section, and we should just change the content. The heading will be supercharge your workflow, and the paragraph will be we have got the tools to boost your productivity. So let's remove the already present text and use a different text and save it. As you will see, it's looking beautiful. Now it's looking nice. So what should we do? We have to go to our next part of the build, and this part of the build is looking quite complex. So as you see here, we want icon, then heading and a paragraph. So this part of the container will contain three divs, and in these three divs we have our images, snippets, and a blacklist and a sneak preview. So let's go to our HTML file and create a I think this part will called so let's give it a name of, we can use any class name. Now I'm struggling to give it a class name. I think let's give it a class name of let's give it a class name of, I think we have used feature section. Let's see, we have used feature. Yes, we have used feature. Let's give it a class name of icon container. This is I think it's irrelevant, but it doesn't matter. You can use any class name you want because there is no difference as we use class names. So we should use three divs. So I will use three divs: icon, container. So let's give it a class name of, I think the class name will be so get an idea of class name first. So just give it a section icon and copy this one and paste it two times more, and in these three sections we will have image, heading, not HQ, heading, and a paragraph. So copy this and paste it here. The recording is looking nice. So we should fill this one. As you will see, we have an icon, h1 tag and a p tag. The icon image will be dot slash images, and in this we have Let's see, I think we want a blacklist. Let's use a blacklist, I think. Let's see. Yeah, we want a first section, we want a blacklist. The heading will be create blacklist. This will be heading. Paragraph will be this one. Copy this one and paste it here. So we want a line break after it's and certain. So after it's and certain, we want a line break. Now the second part is we want this a tag, not a tag, a icon. So let's go to the images. After blacklist, I think icon text heading will be plain text snippets. Copy this one and paste it here. Now I will copy this paragraph, and you can pause this video and write it by looking at the code. So we want a line break after text. So after text I will use a br tag and save this. Now the third part is remaining. Here I want an icon which is a sneak preview. So let's go to our images. Where is the sneak preview? What's happening? So I think this snake preview icon will be here. Here is a preview icon. Heading will be sneak preview. I will copy it and paste in the h1 tag. Paragraph will be a quick preview of all snippets on your clipboard for easy access. Now I will save this, and as you will see, it has aligned vertically, but we want it in horizontal direction. Now I will target this icon container. You can name it as you want. I have run short of names, so I have used a irrelevant name to target this one. We'll use a display flex. Justify content will be spaced evenly. Align items will be center. Let's see. Now you will see it's looking beautiful, but this text is not looking nice. So we have to go to the demo, and we want a line break after clipboard. Where is the here is last part after clipboard. Br tag, copy this one, not copy, save it, and as you will, it's not working. Let's see, let's remove this. This tag is not working. I don't know what's happening. So now target this section icon, which will be in the icon container. We have a section dash icon. I will use a display flex. Justify content space evenly. Align items flex start. So let's see how it look. It's not looking nice because we want it in a column direction, flex direction column. Let's see how it look. Now it's looking beautiful, but we want a space, so we have to target the heading and a paragraph. In section icon we'll target heading we will target the paragraph also, not these braces. So let's go in the upper part and copy these terms, this the same property of the upper h1 tags, and paste it here. Not a curly brace, and move to the upper part and use this same color for our paragraph. Now save it and let's see how it changes. It's looking nice right now, but we have to give a margin bottom to our container icon container. I think margin bottom we have used around, maybe it's a 70 pixel, or yeah, it's 70 pixel. Let's try it. Margin bottom will be a 70 pixel. It's looking nice right now. This style has looking beautiful. It's so beautiful. Now move to the demo part. So in this part of the build we want an icon for big tech companies, which is a Google, IBM, Microsoft, HP and Vector Graphics. These are logos. So here this section will be called logo container. So in this section we have different images. I think we'll have 5. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5. So we'll use 5 images tags. Copy this one and repeat it 4 more times. The first one will be a Google logo, the second one will be a Microsoft. Let's go to images dot slash images. Here is a Microsoft. Third one will be IBM. Fourth one will be HP. Where is HP? Here is an HP. The fifth one will be an Vector Graphics. So copy this one, or not copy, save this one. As you will see, it is aligned horizontally, but we want a space between them. So we should copy this class name and style it in our CSS file. We'll use display flex, justify content space evenly, align items will be center. I hope it will look good. Yeah, it's looking great. We just have to give it a margin bottom of the same one, 70 pixel. It's looking nice. So let's move to the next section. Next section will be this one, which will be a heading, paragraph and the same 2 buttons as we have used earlier. So let's give this section a clipboard. Give it a class name of a clipboard. section dot the in this section we have a heading, paragraph, and two buttons which will be same as we have used earlier. These one I will copy the same buttons and paste it here. The heading will be this one, clipboard for iOS and Mac, and the description will be in the form of paragraph, which will be this one. So now let's see the demo where we want line breaks. We want line break after and. So after and we'll use the br tag, save this one, and now you will see some so let's target this one. We will give it a clipboard section. Copy this one and we will move to our style container. And in this style container I will target it. And now we should use the flexbox display flex. Save it. We want a flex direction of column. Justify content center. Align items will also be a center. Let's see. As you see, it has come into the middle. Now move to the main part, heading section. Here we have used the same technique, and now I will copy the color for our h1 tag and target the h1 tag in our clipboard section. H1 tag, the color will be this one, and for our paragraph tag the color will be this one. I will copy it and paste it here. So as you see, we also want a margin. Oops, what's happening? We want to copy a margin and use it here. I think it will change the design. As you see, design has changed completely. We just have to style our buttons. So go to the upper part, and where here we have styled our iOS button. So copy this style for our. So let's copy the complete section, this button section, and instead of hero container we will call it clipboard section. The same with the Mac button. Now save this and let's see. Now the style has changed completely, but we want to give it a margin bottom to our section. Logo container, we'll use the same margin of 70 pixel. Now we'll go to our paragraph and give it a margin bottom of 15 pixels because we want a distance between paragraph and buttons. Now you will see it's looking great. This style is looking beautiful right now. So let's go to the demo part, and the last part of our build is remained, which is this footer section. So here we want three containers. First of all will be image, second will contain these two lines, and the third one will be social container. So let's move to the last part of our build. Now we will, I think so, footer, and the class will be a footer section, and in the footer section we have our logo, which will be in the images logo dot svg, and the second part will be a menu container, and in this menu container we will have two menu items. Let's use two divs here. Not equal sign, we want dash sign. Menu items, copy this one and paste it here. We want three parts, which are FAQs, privacy policy, and install guide. So let's move to this part and use three p tags in the first part and two p tags in the second part. So I will copy the text for p tag, which will be a FAQs. FAQs will be a first p tag, and the second part will be a contact us. Third part will be a privacy policy. Now the next we want press kit and install guide. Press kit and install guide. Now the last part of the section, or the third part of our footer container, will be a social section. We will call it a social container. And now I will import images from our images folder, which will be a Facebook icon. Undo this change, and we want it Twitter icon, and the third will be an Instagram icon. Now let's move to our browser, and as you see, these are aligned vertical, but we want it in an horizontal direction. So the container will be a footer section. So copy the class name, and move to our CSS file. Target this container and use display flex, and flex direction will be same row, and display flex justify content will be center, Align item will also be a center, and let's see how it will change. I think we have to use a justify content of maybe space evenly. Let's try this, or space between. I think we should use between space between and space evenly. I think so. Space evenly will be a good one. This icon is looking greater. So in the footer section, so we should give it height of maybe 30 viewport height, and color of the paragraph color. I think we should give it a paragraph color. Where is the paragraph color? Copy this one, not a color, background color, and let's now see a change. As you will see, its opacity is I think greater, so we should go here and reduce a little bit of opacity. Let's see how to look right now. Now it's looking great. We have now, you will see, we have to target a social container and our FAQs container, and we have to reduce logo size. Footer section, we will target our image, and image we will give it a width of around, let's give it a width of 50 pixel. 50 pixel is small, let's give it a width of 80 pixel. 80 pixel is looking good. Now we will target our menu items, which will be a menu container. Menu container will be a, I think, display flex. Let's see how it will affect. We want a flex direction of column. Justify content will be a center. Align items will be a flex start. Let's see how it will look. Now we have to target menu dash items. We'll use display flex. Let's see how the design is looking right now. We want it in a column direction. Display flex direction column. Now you will see, no, it's not looking great because the style has become the same right now. Let's see what's happening. So as I will see here what's the bug in our code. We are using the same properties, but the code is not working right now. Let's see how it will affect. So this will be a code for our menu container. And for our menu items, we should use this one. And now you will see the changes. Now it's looking great, but we should give a, I think we should use a margin, which will be this one. So let's see what's the class name we have given it. We have given it the class name of menu items. Copy this one, paste it here. Target P, margin left will be a 15 pixel. Let's see how it will affect. Now it's looking great. Now we should target our social icons. I think we have given it a class of social container, not social icons. Social container will be, we will use flexbox. We will use display flex, justify content specially, align items center. Now we have to target image container and not image container images, and we will give it a margin. And this social container target image and give it a margin left of 15 pixel. Let's see. Now these are looking beautiful. So by building this part of our build, our website has completed. I think here we want a little bit of distance, which will be a margin top as in the icon, between the icons and headings. So this part is, I think so, is this one, section icon and h1. Where is the section icon? Here I will give it a margin top of 15 pixel. Let's see. Now it's looking great. So as you see, we have built a website. It's looking beautiful right now. So this is the header section, and now we have a second section, the third one which have a beautiful illustration, fourth one have a heading and a paragraph, and the fifth one is a beautiful illustration of a image. Third one have also a heading and a paragraph, and another one it's contain icon which explain features of our website, and these are the logo of the companies which used our product, which is a clipboard, as this website is about a clipboard. And in the fourth part we have again give a buttons to download our product, and the footer section is also looking great, which contain containers, menu items and these social icons. So I think we should use cursor pointer for our images. Cursor pointer, it will look great. Now it's looking great. So this is the end of the video. So please subscribe subscribe this channel and share this video with your friends, because I will upload more projects about Websites, building how to build website with HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So have a nice day.